1, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the returning episode 30 of The Kickout, the final word in professional wrestling. I am the Wizard CZ, and you are on the For Frequency Sake Podcast Network. We are powered by Lopez Pizza, built by Durham Remodeling, colored by Ryan Allison Tattoo. And of course, I can't do this alone. With me, as always, is my partner in crime, one half of the For Frequency Sake Tag Team Champions of the World, Mr. Never Wrong, Nick Bull. Nick, how you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. Got a little bit of a wrestling hangover from yesterday's events, but
yesterday, as we record this,
that's a good thing. Yeah, as we record this, behind the curtain here, as we record this, yesterday was the 4th annual Sandra Lee Memorial Car Show out at the Rock Island County Fairgrounds, and yours truly and Mr. Wizard CZ were out there. And kind of a first for us. We've done live spots before, but this was, we've had live wrestlers before. But we had Buff Bagwell live. We had Mosh and Thrasher live. We had Lash LaRue live. It was really unbelievable. I did not expect those guys to be so welcoming, right? And so endearing. Like, dude, they were great. I mean, everything was great. No, questions were great, and the discussion was great. Just an all-around good time was had. So just kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit before we took off here on our little journey. The kickout. We've been really busy lately, and that's no excuse. But we did not want to oversaturate you with wrestling stuff around WrestleMania, with our social media coverage, with the countdowns and such, and of course with the WrestleMania memories that we did with, of course, friends of the show, people that we've met while doing this show, so on and so forth, and friends we've had through wrestling. So this is kind of the official return back to our regularly scheduled programming. We're back here on the Kickout, CZ, so I'm going to go ahead and ask it, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I think we're just going to do just a little rewind, recap, catch people up to what's been going on in our world, and maybe give a little May preview.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
You talked about the Sandra Lee Memorial Car Show, and that's obviously the most prominent in our mind. Need to very much give a huge thank you to Ricky and Diana Lee, the two people who go to amazing lengths to pull off the Sandra Lee Memorial Car Show. This being the 4th annual, our second time as sponsors. Haven't heard as of this recording what was raised, so I'm excited to hear what they raised. But all the proceeds for the event go to the Autism Society of the Quad Cities. Like you said, Nick, we had some legendary talent from the world of wrestling on the show. Let's just start off with that and talk. Such a great experience. Like you said, I am humbled by the fact that these stars, these bigger than life stars, gave us their time, gave us their energy, and put such great energy. And huge shout out to Mosh of the Headbangers. I was not expecting after we sent them back to get their autographs done. He came back and he talked for another 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, I was a little caught off by that, but when you're going live, you just kind of go with the flow and continue with it. And he didn't have a rush of fans waiting and felt like he had more to say or wanted more to talk about. So came back over and I remember him distinctly saying, are we live? And I'm like, oh yeah, we're live. We're live. He goes, oh, I love it then. I love it. I want to talk. So it was cool. It was cool to have a wrestler on your show go off and then come back on for an additional 15 minutes. Like,
yes,
Izzy and I were kind of looking at each other like, well, what's going on here? But, you roll with the punches. It was just kind of one of those moments. And definitely why we do, kind of why we do this. If you would have told me we were going to do this kind of stuff when this show started, I would have been like, yeah, right. But, we've been able to be over there 2 years now. And I, I don't think we wore out our welcome.
I hope not. I hope not. Ricky would be able to tell us better than us.
Diana, I hope we didn't wear out our welcome. I hope we're welcome back, but hopefully we'll be back next year. And I can't wait to see who Ricky brings back. I mean, we were just talking, yesterday as we record this. I'm sorry, on Saturday as we were talking about the show. Last year Fred Ottman was out there. Go ahead, give it to us, CZ.
Hey, it's Fred Ottman, Hall of Famer, Tugboat, Typhoon, the Shockmaster, the BADD, Big Steel Man, and you're tuned in to Card Subject to Change.
Excellent, thank you. Right on cue. I mean, he was there last year. We're going to have Hollywood coming up here in a few weeks once we reschedule from the earlier this year when we had to rearrange due to storms going on. It's been wild. It's been absolutely wild. And we were glad we were able to be a part of it again. Looking forward to 2026 already. But take some time off, Ricky and Diana. Please take some time off and regroup, and let's be back for 2026. But wanted to thank them again, and thank the superstars as well. Lash LaRue, who did a wonderful sketch of CZ and I. I bought a frame for that, and I broke the glass when I was putting it in. So, yeah, need a new frame. So it hasn't graced the walls yet, but it will. And looking forward to putting that up. But wanted to thank the Headbangers once again, Mosh and Thrasher, and of course, friend of the show. I think we can call him friend now at this point, Buff Bagwell, for being on as well. Lots been going on since WrestleMania, CZ. What has caught your eye in the world of wrestling?
Well, I mean, we talked a little bit, but we talked at length about WrestleMania and what happened there, and the whole Travis Scott debacle, all that. But right now, things have kind of settled down a little bit. I don't know. There's not much catching my attention right now. Backlash is coming up at the end of this week. We'll be reviewing that on Sunday. It's good to see. It's going to be good to see Randy Orton and John Cena at it again in Cena's farewell tour. I kind of hope that when we get to Money in the Bank, they find a way to work in Cena and CM Punk as kind of a throwback to their feud from 2011. That's really where my attention has been drawn to. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, we've had the post WrestleMania cuts. Going on, and I know that's rough for some people, but they do this every year. This isn't like a brand new thing. If you're just tuning into the wrestling world, they do this post WrestleMania every year. So some people rebound from it and make themselves bigger and better after it. Other people fade off into obscurity. So it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah. The build for Backlash has been interesting. Of course, seeing Orton and Cena one more time is going to be very, very cool.
Oh, I agree.
This whole Gunther Pat McAfee thing, I'm not sure what's going on. I know you've seen the things online, and I have too, that this is a possible start of a storyline with Gunther and Goldberg having Goldberg's final match. I'm not opposed to that per se, but I guess that's probably, that seems most likely. I know Goldberg has had the intentions of having one more match. And would you want to see a Goldberg match? I never was a big Goldberg fan, CZ. I never have been. But Gunther's in the match, so I'm going to watch it. Right. And I think it has the possibility of being a good match. Now, man, it better not go more than 10 minutes. And, Gunther's going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But with that being said, I think it could still be a very good match.
I can see that, but if it's going to be a good match, it's going to be because Gunther's carrying it. Let's face facts.
Well, I know. But maybe that's one thing they're going to use to build for SummerSlam this year, since SummerSlam is 2 nights, my friend. This is the first year of 2 nights of SummerSlam at MetLife. And there, they call it New York, but I think it's actually in New Jersey. With that being said, yeah, that could be the program that they build towards SummerSlam. Orton and Cena is going to be fun to see probably one more time. I don't see them revisiting this. It is kind of cool that they are doing it though in St. Louis and Backlash. I mean, Cena's just going to get booed out of that building, but it's exactly what he wants. And
right.
So, the theatrics, the stage is set, and we'll be breaking down. We'll be breaking down, Backlash next time you see us.
Yeah, absolutely. Next time we're on the air, we'll be breaking down Backlash. Got a busy month, maybe more busy for me than you, depending on your schedule. So I'm just going to first off give a huge congratulations to the eldest of the Bull clan, Landon, and his upcoming graduation. Not sure what your weekend looks like for that graduation yet, but I know I will be in Waterloo the Saturday before he graduates. Jason Prentice and I will be doing a pre-show podcast party. That's number 5 from Waterloo. And then we'll have Aaron Von Baron on that Sunday. And Nick, if you're available, hop on. If not, I understand. You got family stuff.
Sure.
And then we have a young man from South Dakota coming on that Tuesday by the name of Sean O'Reilly. Don't know much about him. He did send me some YouTube links, so I'm going to get to know some of his matches. Excited about that. And then I'm just going to say it right now. You and I have talked briefly off the air. I'm not sure what's going on with Double or Nothing yet. I have it scheduled for the Tuesday after, but I am going to Rochester, Minnesota the Saturday before Double or Nothing to meet with our podcasting brethren, Crander Q, at a convention or a meet and greet and wrestling show in Rochester, Minnesota. So I'll be driving back Sunday morning. Whether I get to see Double or Nothing or not, probably am going to try to, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm planning on watching it. But yeah, we'll see. AEW has kind of been hemmed and hawed a lot in our private conversations on here.
Yes.
And I don't know. I guess I'm giving them a trial period, and I hope they get better. I want them to get better. I want there to be competition. I want there to be places for everybody to wrestle.
Agreed.
I want AEW to be better. And I think they just got to axe this Death Riders thing and just move on to the next thing, because this thing is just killing them. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully, maybe that happens at Double or Nothing. We'll see. But we're going to keep an eye on it, and we'll keep you up informed here. But yeah, a very busy month of May coming up here for you and me and for everyone, I guess, that's involved that follows the show.
Absolutely. And we appreciate you following the show.
We do.
Any final thoughts, Nick, before we wrap things up?
No. The next time you see us on the card Subject to Change this coming weekend, we will be reviewing Backlash. Looking forward to it. And yeah, that's all I know. Just boom. Wrestling every day. That's all I know.
Well, like we do, I'm going to let you take us out here, my friend.
Well, hey, we want to thank you all for tuning in here to the Kickout. This is our short form show during the week. You can find us Sundays at 6:30 for the Card Subject to Change podcast. Of course, I know a lot of you download and listen later, and we do appreciate that. We will be coming at you this Sunday with Backlash Breakdown. But until then, he is the Wizard CZ. I am Never Wrong Nick Bull. And this has been the Kickout, the final word in professional wrestling.
This has been a For Frequency's Sake Podcast Network production. For more great content, subscribe to For Frequency's Sake on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.